Hi, I'm Gerardo. I'm here with the Mass readings for Saturday, November 18th, 2017, Saturday of the 32nd week in Ordinary Time, from the Lectionary 496. The first reading is from the Book of Wisdom, chapter 18, verses 14 through 16, and chapter 19, verses 6 through 9. When peaceful stillness compassed everything, and the night in its swift course was half spent, your all-powerful word, from heaven's royal throne, bounded, a fierce warrior, into the doomed land, bearing the sharp sword of your inexorable decree. And as he alighted, he filled every place with death. He still reached to heaven while he stood upon the earth. For all creation, in its several kinds, was being made over anew, serving its natural laws. That your children might be preserved unharmed, the cloud overshadowed their camp, and out of what had before been water, dry land was seen emerging. Out of the Red Sea, an unimpeded road, and a grassy plain out of the mighty flood. Over this crossed the whole nation, sheltered by your hand, after they beheld stupendous wonders, for they ranged about like horses, and bounded about like lambs, praising you, O Lord, their deliverer. The word of the Lord. The Responsorial Psalm. Today's Responsorial Psalm is Psalm 105. The response is, Remember the marvels the Lord has done. Remember the marvels the Lord has done. Sing to him, sing his praise, proclaim all his wondrous deeds. Glory in his holy name, rejoice, O hearts that seek the Lord. Remember the marvels the Lord has done, that he struck every firstborn throughout their land, the first fruits of all their manhood, and he led them forth laden with silver and gold, with not a weakling among their tribes. Remember the marvels the Lord has done. For he remembered his holy word to his servant Abraham, and he led forth his people with joy, with shouts of joy, his chosen ones. Remember the marvels the Lord has done. Today's Gospel is the Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 18, verses 1 through 8. Jesus told his disciples a parable about the necessity for them to pray always without becoming weary. He said, There was a judge in a certain town who neither feared God nor respected any human being. And a widow in that town used to come to him and say, Render a just decision for me against my adversary. For a long time the judge was unwilling, but eventually he thought, While it is true that I neither fear God nor respect any human being, because this widow keeps bothering me, I shall deliver a just decision for her, lest she finally come and strike me. The Lord said, Pay attention to what the dishonest judge says. Will not God then secure the rights of his chosen ones who call out to him day and night? Will he be slow to answer them? I tell you, he will see to it that justice is done for them speedily. But when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on earth? The Gospel of the Lord. The reflection. Today's parable features a totally corrupt judge who fears neither God nor man. It also features a widow, probably the most powerless, the most pitiful, and least pitied of people in society of those days. She has lost her husband, remarriage is out of the question, she has lost the support of her own family and her husband's family, and there is nothing comparable to social welfare for her to lean on. As far as a corrupt judge is concerned, she can be ignored. She has neither power nor money for bribing. But this widow is different. She is persistent and will not give up. Eventually, the judge, for his sheer peace of mind, settles in her favor. If Jesus concludes a corrupt and ruthless judge can be moved by a helpless widow, what kind of response can we expect when we, his people, call out in our helplessness to our loving and compassionate God? I tell you, he will give them swift justice. That is, he will give them what is rightfully due to them. But then, if God is such a caring person, why should we have to pray to Him at all? We need to keep praying, not for His sake, but for our own. By doing so, we maintain an awareness that, by ourselves, we can do nothing. Secondly, the more we pray, the closer we come to God. And as we pray, what we ask for will gradually change. Ultimately, what we want is what we need. And what we need is to bring our thinking, our dreams, our ambitions totally into line with God's way of seeing things. The problem is, as Jesus says at the end today, how many people will really be doing that when He comes looking for us? Thanks for listening. Have a blessed day.